At 11:47 p.m., Arjun's phone started ringing. He was sitting alone in his office, staring at a spreadsheet that could decide whether he would finally get the promotion he had been waiting for. The phone kept vibrating. Dad calling. Arjun looked at the screen. He sighed. Not now. He turned the phone face down and went back to work. A few seconds later, it rang again. Dad calling. This time, Arjun picked up the phone. But he didn't answer. He pressed the silent button and whispered, "Tomorrow, Dad. I'll call you tomorrow." He had no idea. There would be no tomorrow. Arjun had grown up in a small town in Uttarakhand. His father, Raghuvir, had spent most of his life running a tiny repair shop. He wasn't rich. He didn't have a big house. But he had one dream. He wanted his son to have a better life than he did. When Arjun got his first job in Delhi, his father was the happiest man in the family. Before Arjun left, his father had said something simple. "Son, go. Build your life. Don't worry about us." Arjun smiled. "I'll make you proud, Dad." And he meant it. But somewhere between deadlines, office meetings, and chasing promotions, Arjun slowly became too busy to call home. At first, he called every day. Then every few days. Then once a week. And eventually, only when his mother called first. The next morning, Arjun woke up late. He had barely slept. His phone showed 3 missed calls. 2 were from his mother. 1 was from his father. Arjun called his mother. "Mom, what's wrong?" There was silence on the other end. Then she said, "Nothing is wrong, beta." Arjun frowned. "Then why did you call me so many times?" His mother hesitated. "Your father wanted to talk to you." Arjun looked at the time. "Mom, I'm getting late for work. Tell Dad I'll call him tonight." His mother said nothing. Then, very quietly, she replied, "Okay." Arjun hung up. He grabbed his bag and rushed out. But for some reason, his mother's voice stayed in his head. That night, Arjun finally remembered. He was about to call his father when a message appeared. It was from his mother. "Beta, call me when you're free." Arjun immediately called her. She answered after the first ring. "Mom." This time, her voice sounded different. "Arjun, your father is in the hospital." Everything around him suddenly went quiet. "What? He felt sick this afternoon. We brought him here." Arjun stood up. "Is he okay?" His mother didn't answer immediately. "Mom, is Dad okay?" Finally, she said, "The doctors are trying." Arjun's heart started beating faster. "When did this happen?" "After lunch." "And why didn't you tell me?" His mother started crying. "Because your father told me not to." Arjun froze. "Why?" His mother whispered, "He said you had an important day at work." Arjun looked at his laptop. The promotion, the presentation, the spreadsheet. Suddenly, none of it mattered. Arjun's hands started shaking. "Mom, when did Dad call me?" His mother was silent. "Mom, please." Last night. Arjun closed his eyes. The phone. 11:47 p.m. Dad calling. He remembered everything. Did he say anything? His mother took a deep breath. "He just kept asking me if you had answered." Arjun couldn't speak. Then his mother said, "Your father told me something before they took him inside." "What?" He said, "If Arjun calls, don't tell him I'm scared." Arjun's eyes filled with tears. For the first time in years, he wished he could go back in time. Just 5 minutes. Just one phone call. Just one "Hello, Dad." Arjun reached his hometown early the next morning. His father was still in the hospital. The doctors had asked the family to wait. Arjun couldn't sit still. So he walked to his father's old repair shop. The shop was closed. He opened the door with the spare key. Everything looked exactly the same. The old wooden table, the rusty tools, the small fan, and on the wall, a photograph. Arjun's graduation picture. He walked closer. Under the photograph was a small envelope. His name was written on it. For Arjun. His hands went cold. He opened it. Inside was a single piece of paper. And 3 words. For your first home. Arjun stared at the paper. There was a bank receipt attached to it. He looked at the amount. It was almost all the money his father had saved over the last several years. Arjun couldn't believe it. His father had been saving money for him. Arjun called his mother. Mom, what's this? She didn't sound surprised. Your father wanted to give it to you last night. Why didn't he tell me? Because he knew you would refuse. Arjun looked at the receipt. His voice broke. Mom, I don't need this money. I know. Then why? His mother was quiet for a moment. Then she said, because your father knew something you didn't. What? He knew you were tired. Arjun said nothing. His mother continued, you keep telling everyone that you're doing fine in Delhi. But your father knew you weren't. He knew about your rent. He knew about your loans. He knew you were eating instant noodles for dinner. Arjun closed his eyes. His father had never asked. But somehow, he had always known. Just then, Arjun's phone rang. It was the hospital. He ran. When he reached the room, his father was awake. Weak, but awake. Arjun walked toward him. Dad. His father opened his eyes. For a moment, neither of them said anything. Then Arjun started crying. I'm sorry. His father looked confused. For what? I didn't answer your call. His father smiled weakly. That's okay. No, Dad. It's not okay. Arjun held his hand. I should have called you. His father squeezed his hand. You're here now. Arjun shook his head. I should have been there before. His father looked at him for a few seconds. Then he whispered, Son, I didn't call you because I needed something. Arjun looked up. Then why did you call? His father smiled. I just wanted to hear your voice. Arjun held his father's hand tightly. Dad, you could have called me again. His father smiled. I did. Arjun looked at him. What? His father pointed at the phone. I called you twice. Arjun's eyes filled with tears. I know. No, his father said. You don't. Arjun looked confused. His father continued. That night, when you didn't answer, I called again. Then I called your mother. I told her not to worry you. And then I realized something. Arjun leaned closer. What? His father smiled. Maybe my son was finally becoming successful. Maybe he was finally too busy to talk to his old father. Arjun immediately shook his head. No, Dad. His father laughed softly. I was joking. Then he looked into Arjun's eyes. But remember one thing. Don't become so successful that you have no time for the people who prayed for your success. Arjun broke down. He placed his head on his father's hand. And for the first time in years, he stopped thinking about his career, his promotion, his deadlines, his future. He just sat there, with his father. 3 months later, Arjun was back in Delhi. His life had changed, not because he got the promotion. He didn't. He quit his job a few weeks later and found a new one that gave him more time with his family. Every evening at 8 p.m., Arjun called his father. Sometimes they talked for an hour. Sometimes they talked for only 2 minutes. And sometimes, his father answered the phone and said, Why are you calling me again? Arjun would laugh. Because I want to hear your voice. And every time his father heard those words, he smiled. Because some calls are not about information. Some calls are not about money. Some calls are not about problems. Sometimes, you call someone simply because you love them. And maybe, that's the call we should never miss. Sometimes, the people we love don't need anything from us. They just want a little bit of our time. So, if there's someone you haven't called in a long time, maybe this is your sign. Pick up your phone and make that call.